Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear window regulator on this 2005 Ford F-150. And we show you on the driver's side, but the passenger side is the same procedure. And the items you'll need for this is a new rear window regulator from 1AAuto.com, a 6, 8, and 10 millimeter socket and ratchet with an extension, flat blade screwdriver, and a 5.5 millimeter or 7/32 socket. Pry out on this small panel behind the door handle, and then pry up on this panel. Just pull it forward, lift it up, and then push the tab on this harness and disconnect it. Then pull out on this panel and pull it free. And it helps to use the flat blade screwdriver to just kind of pry it free. I'll remove this 6 millimeter bolt, these two 8 millimeter bolts, this 10 millimeter bolt, and then these two 6 millimeter bolts down here. And we'll just fast forward as Mike does that. Now lift the door panel up and pull it out. And then you want to pull out your door handle cable, and it's easiest with a flat blade screwdriver. Just pry it out and then unclip it from the door handle, and your door panel's free. Now remove these 5.5 millimeter or 7/32 bolts from your speaker. And you may notice that we've switched doors. We're just going to show you the procedure on this door that actually has a water shield. Pull your speaker out, and then just push the tab on the harness and disconnect it. And then just peel back your water shield.
And you want to do this slowly so as not to rip your water shield or stretch it too much. You can see this cable is part of what drives the window mechanism. You can also see that somebody tried to put some wood in here and stuff to try to help support the window while it was broken. But a better idea is just to replace the regulator, and we're going to show you how to do that. There's a bolt here and one here. Loosen those up, and then the window will separate from the regulator.
Once you get your window out of those clamps, just slide it up and tape it into place. Push the tab on this harness and disconnect it, and then loosen up these 4 10 millimeter bolts, and then remove this 10 millimeter bolt. Now just unhook your window regulator.
Okay, you'll want to remove any foreign objects such as arrows or anything that might be in the door.
Now just work your window regulator down, and using a flat blade screwdriver, just unclip the wire here. And then just work the window regulator the rest of the way out of the window.
While that's out, make sure that if you've used any wooden flooring or anything to hold your window up, you remove that too.
On the left is the old window regulator. On the right is the new one from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they'll fit exactly the same.
Just make sure these 4 bolts are pretty loose. And feed that in first. Make sure your harness doesn't get caught.
Feed your window regulator back into the door and re-clip it up into those holes. Now tighten up those 4 10mm bolts, then replace that center 10mm bolt and tighten it up. Push this clip back into the door, and then reconnect the window regulator harness.
And our motor is slightly different in that it has a small pigtail, so we just take a wire tie and secure it right to the motor so that it doesn't have any chance of interfering with the window at all.
Reconnect your window switch, put your vehicle into the accessory mode, and then just roll the window up to this point where you can access both of these window clamps. Remove the tape and slide your window down into the window regulator.
As the window comes down, you'll be able to see some kind of dirt marks on the window, and that shows you where it should line up. And then once you have it lined up, just tighten up those 10mm bolts to tighten the clamps.
Key on. No more need for duct tape.
Now replace your water shield. Reconnect your speaker, push it back into place, and then replace those 4 5.5mm bolts and tighten them up. To replace your door panel, just re-clip the door handle cable into the door handle and then push it back into place. Make sure these clips stay into the door. And then line up the tabs on the back. And make sure that the lock rod goes up through the door panel and that your harness for your window switch is coming up through that hole in the door panel. And then push the door panel down into place. And we'll fast forward as Mike replaces all of those bolts. Now replace the small panel behind the door handle, reconnect your window switch, push those tabs into place, and push the panel back down. Then line this panel up, slide it down into the door panel, and push those 2 clips back into place. You're all set.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.